Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy King Haas. You tune into another episode of Whcr 90.3 FM Late Night New York. Right now, even though we in the Bronx, we gonna go down to Brooklyn with it. To the Star.
Okay.
What part of the Star, if you mind me asking?
Where Jay-Z from?
Okay, all right.
Biggie from?
All right, okay.
We talking about Marcy and No Strings.
Okay, oh, okay.
Yeah, the heart of the star, the heart of the star.
That's the heart of the Star, man. You know,
Krissy Love is the illest, or whatever Biggie
Marcy,
said.
Sumner, Tompkins, the whole area. Yeah,
Marcy, yep.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get my block.
Yeah, now you don't gotta get the block, but
Right.
real treacherous once upon a time.
Okay. We not there no more. You
But
know, they a little bougie on that side.
It's definitely getting a little bougie. But
They call it Stuyvesant Heights.
word? Gentrification, man.
Gentrification for sure. Yes.
For real. Krissy Love, what's good, mamas?
How you doing?
Friend to the room?
Thank you for having me.
Nah, we thank you for
Seriously.
pulling up or what have you. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I'm not unfamiliar to the Bronx, but Brooklyn all day.
Yeah, of course, as it should be.
As
You know
it
what I'm saying? You know, repping your hood.
As it should.
But man, it's a lot going on right now, man. You got a lot going on. You about to go out of town a couple of days,
I
right?
definitely do. And,
So
and
what's going on with the South by Southwest situation?
I owe that big one. Shout out to my PR manager, Montana. What's up, mama? So we have South by Southwest happening this Friday, Austin, Texas.
All right.
Big for me. Major.
Cool.
I'm super excited. It will be my first time performing alone in a long time. And when I say alone, you know, I normally have my team and everything with me, but I'm going out there with Montana. I'm about to do it crazy big.
As
I'm
you
super
should.
excited. Bringing Brooklyn fever all the way to Texas. It's about to be lit. Yeah, so I'm going to be performing, you know, my first single, Dance. Definitely going to give y'all heat with that. And then I may introduce you to another track that's coming in the EP later on in the year.
Cool. So, Montana, you know, we know her for running plays and putting things together left and right. So how that situation came about?
She's the coach. Well, my manager, shout out to DJ Qua, she and Montana knew each other for a minute.
Okay.
And I've been missing a missing piece to my team. You know, I've been in the studio working on tracks, just working. Never been outside. So my cousin told me one time, you're going to be a studio artist. And I'm like, well, what's that? Well, you got all these music and you're in the studio, but you're not outside.
He told you, right?
So Quasia, she connected me with Montana, and the rest is history. And Montana been on her stuff since the beginning of time. So
Fact.
me linking with her was just super easy. It clicked, and we on go.
Nah,
and she
one
got
thing-
me busy.
And one thing about her, she a hustler, and if she rock with you, you gotta be a hustler
She
too.
got
So
me and that was the main thing. That was the main thing she drilled to me and saying, look, I'm ready. So I told her I'm ready. So we squaring up, looking at each other like, well, you ready when I'm ready? And then we ready. And it's crazy because she always told me she did South by Southwest. Like, that's something that she does all the time. So we just connected maybe like 2 weeks before the show. She like, you want to do it? What you mean do I want to do it? Hell yeah. So, you know, the rest is history. We got a lot.
That's dope. You know, that's cool because you know what? A lot of New York artists, right? They don't get out of town or outside the tri-state often.
Right.
Because sometimes being in New York, we think that we are the be-all, end-all. And we don't realize that there's a world outside the tri-state.
Right.
So that's dope. It's going to be dope, and you're going to love it. You know why? Because you're going to meet people from all over the country that you're going to be able to tap in with or whatever, create different links with or whatever, because it's about getting money everywhere, not just in one place.
And networking.
Facts.
You know, New York, especially Brooklyn, is big on that. But it is good to have your own city behind you, right?
Of course, you supposed to.
So that's where I do really want to start. But I'm a Southerner at heart. Like, I've always been in the South. I went to college out there. Shout out to Clark Atlanta University. So I've been, you know, to the South a lot. I just never made it, you know, over there to the West a little bit in Texas. But I have family out there as well. So it's important for me to get, you know, to all of these popping cities and, you know, let the name ring a little bit. Krissy Love coming, yeah.
Facts. So, you say how you went to college, which is a good thing. It's a dope thing, by the way.
Hello.
Y'all got to remember,
Education.
you know what I'm trying to say? There's nothing wrong with getting education as well.
That education.
So now, you having that background, right? Being in the industry or what have you. What's the goal? Are you trying to get signed to a major, or you want to bubble up and you want, you know, stay independent for a minute and just go ahead and, you know, turn that into something?
It's smart right now for me to stay on an independent route. But what people don't understand is always good to have money behind you.
Of course.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to sign with a major label in certain ways, right? There's distribution deals in which you are able to keep everything, but these people are just putting up the big money. So that's, you know, a dream of mine, of course. But right now I'm straight invested in myself, and anything that come back is straight Krissy love. So at this point, I'm just making a staple and putting my foot down, ground running, and showing that I can do this. People will see, and then they gonna want to put up some money.
Yeah, you see, you doing it right way.
Exactly.
You know, doing it from the muscle. So now we're gonna go back a little bit, right?
Okay.
We're gonna go to the origin of Krissy love,
Okay.
the inspiration of Krissy love.
Okay.
Every artist I interview, right, has that one moment, whether it's seeing their other favorite artists, or they might seen somebody on a block that was rhyming, or just a situation where they seen something that said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do for a living."
Yeah.
So for you, what was that moment?
Michael Jackson.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Michael Jackson. My dad is a big Michael Jackson fan. And you know, I'm watching him. And then I'm watching his sister Janet. And then I swore I was Janet growing up. But I'm a real old school at heart. So even after seeing, you know, Michael Jackson and, you know, from when he was doing his Bad album is really what got me. You know, he had Thriller, and that was his major joint. But Bad for me, because, you know, I was born when I was born, okay? But Bad album,
it's a dope album.
Yeah. Bad album did
underrated too.
Yeah, it did it. But inspiration directly, of course, the Jacksons, but Tina Turner, those likes of rock and roll, because people don't know that, but rock and roll is my favorite genre of music, actually. So of course it started with Michael Jackson, but then we have the likes.
We started that too.
Yeah,
we started that too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then it's the Temptations and Frankie Lyman. Like
Okay.
that's where I'm at with mine.
So you old school at heart.
Yeah.
Cool. That's dope. That's
And
dope.
my dad is a hip hop head too, so definitely it's crazy, because being from Brooklyn, you know, he like the Big Daddy Kanes and all of that, but he was big on Drake and the NWA. So I'm well rounded.
That's
but
dope. That's
my
dope.
first was Bad, and Michael Jackson. I'm like, oh, he dancing. I'm
That
like,
Bad album was an underrated album too.
Yeah.
See, my favorite album for him was Off the Wall.
Really?
Mike was, that was dope.
I mean, you're right.
A lot of people, come on, Mike got, you know what I mean?
You're right.
Mike that guy, man.
You're right.
You can't go wrong.
No, Off the Wall was lit. You're right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think he
Once
showed out.
Bad, he was the mega star. He was like
you're right.
at the top of his game by the time he put Bad.
Yeah.
But to me, creatively, it's Thriller.
Okay.
But my personal favorite is his first joint, Off the Wall. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That did it for me though. I definitely, Bad was it, and I went crazy on. Oh, I'm dancing too. Okay, well I'm writing too. Okay, well what we doing? You know. So after that, it was just straight. Now I'm writing. I'm young too, putting things together, but it was more poetry.
Copy.
Right, and then I started singing in church. I mean, everybody could, you know, attest to that. I started singing in church, and then it just went from there. And I just remember performing in different places, and my dad is like, "You gonna make me a lot of money one day." So, yeah,
cool.
That's where it started from for me.
So it sounded like it was a mix of Michael, but just being in that house with your dad and hearing that.
Yeah, constantly.
Him and Stone, you know,
day.
all the time.
He wrote music too. He DJ'd, so it's embedded. My mom was a dancer, like.
So music in your blood.
It is, absolutely. I would say that it's very innate. I never went to school for dance or anything, even though my father regrets not letting me go to LaGuardia because he didn't want me traveling too far, but it wasn't.
See, if it's in you, it's in you, though. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, and that's what it's about, you know, that passion, that determination, that certain things you just born with. You don't got to go to school for it. You know
but investing in my career, I do, you know, have lessons, you know, vocal training, different things like that. But a lot of it is innate. So,
and having a good team is, you know what I mean, important as well. Having the foundation is important.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And it's dope that you trying to put that together and make that happen. Hey, cousin, I hope you taking pictures in the background.
Yeah.
And but what you gotta do for real is, word of advice at the end of the day, just keep hustling.
Absolutely. That's it. I mean, a lot of things can deter you, right? But that's going to determine who's who and who's what. And I don't want to misquote him, but Nipsey, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He said it best. It's kind of like you're basically determining what's going to happen to you, because we have life obstacles that's going to happen. But are you about to crumble or what?
That's you gonna stand 10 toes down.
Stand 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? I just recently lost my sister to cancer.
R.I.P.
you know. So I'm doing this because she in heaven like, what you
gonna
doing?
do? Yeah, I understand.
I'm still with you. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, I could have folded.
Oh, that means that you got one more angel looking at you and pushing you up. You know what I'm saying?
It's
so
up. And it's not even a coincidence that I know that Montana's mom, R.I.P. to her, and my sister up there, they got plans. You know what I'm saying? So it's really up.
That's dope. So that means you're a spiritual person as well,
and
you gonna need that, especially in this game when you're dealing with vultures and snakes and rats.
Okay.
So you being a female artist, you know, how do you go about navigating this battlefield, because it's a battlefield, without getting caught up in the BS that artists like you had to get caught up in, as far as like with the sexism and things of that nature?
I just feel like it's life, right? It's not just the music, because that can happen in corporate, that happens in regular relationships.
Facts.
It's just really going through those experiences and learning, because of course the first producer that I ever worked with tried something, and because there was nothing given, that didn't work out. So it's just the life lessons, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm from Brooklyn, try me. Okay, but what I'm saying is, it's just life experiences. And then, you know, my dad, I'm a daddy's girl. You're gonna hear that a lot. Shout out to my mother too, because this is where the attitude come from. But it's just having that support, learning discernment, understanding what your goal is, and staying focused. You're gonna have people try you all the time. But what is your goal? You know, you're gonna let these things deteriorate you from there. And speaking about a team, I didn't have one because I didn't trust people and things like that. And we get stuck in this, I can do it by myself. You know,
you can't.
Yeah, no,
you can't.
I'm going nowhere doing
and
this.
Listen, and you know, this is, you know, not trying to cut your wisdom off, but I'm from experience.
Yeah,
I know what it's like to go ahead and get burned by managers. I know what it's like for people to F you over in this game, and then you get to the point where you like, F everybody, I'm gonna handle this, I'm gonna do this all by myself, I don't need nobody. But nah, you need somebody.
Then you get stagnant.
You
I
get
went
stagnant.
through those phases. Those phases.
You mistrust people, but you know, then you snap out of it and realize, nah, let me do that, but let me just make the right choices, make sure I put the right people around me.
But then that came with the spirituality, like I said, I'm praying for what I want and working towards it. Then the team just started falling into place. It just started. You got Amanda, you got creative director, you got dancers, you got this, you got that. It just falling into place. It's not I went searching for it. It's kind of like in a relationship. Don't go looking for no man. Do what you love, and then, you know, so that's how the team came about. What's up, everybody? This is Krissy Love. You can find me on Instagram, Who is Krissy Love, all social media platforms, and I'm with Late Night York.
The single Dance. What was the inspiration behind it?
Okay, so like I said, yeah. When I heard the beat, my homeboy produced it.
What's his name?
It was just XX.
Right.
It was just a beat that I was just listening to, and it made me dance. I'm a choreographer first, like before any of this.
Copy.
So how I come up with my flows and everything is I'm actually dancing, whether it's a slow song or anything. I come up with cadences just by dancing to it.
And
that's just named it dance, and that's where the flows and everything came from. And it was a time for me to have fun, because after a while it was a lot of stress that I was dealing with, and that was a fun record, so I decided to have fun, and that's exactly what exudes when you listen to it.
All right, cool. So when's the video dropping?
The video will be dropping finally.
Right.
Easter's in March this year. Kind of weird, right? But
yeah,
it's Easter.
Real weird.
Yeah, Easter the 31st.
Okay.
So right now we just preparing for it. Like I said, we're gonna do exactly. We doing South by Southwest this Thursday. I'm gonna perform the song. You know, people already been hearing it and listening to it, getting a vibe of it. They love it. So the video is gonna put that extra oomph to it. So I'm ready for that. Again, it's gonna be Easter Sunday, March 31st. I have some more details coming out. We'll put it on social media and get the promo.
That's dope. And you know, when we get those details, we'll go ahead and put it out and help push the situation also.
Please do.
You know what I mean? Maybe we could get down Paparazzi TV, shout out to Paparazzi TV, filming and everything, handle his business. So that's dope. So before we go out, we gonna go ahead and introduce the single.
Oh, we doing that?
Yeah, and also, you know, if you got any merch or anything that you selling or whatever,
yeah,
or what have you, or any other stuff that you got online or whatever that you want to push or whatever? Let them know where to find that.
Well, right now we just focusing on, this first single, Dance. I mean, I do have an EP that's finally going to come out at the end of the year. I'll give y'all the name of that. It's Audacity.
Copy.
And Audacity, we could talk about that a little later at another time when I see you again.
Yes, sir.
But we just focusing on getting these singles out so that I can bring the project to you guys. And you guys will have a full-fledged project from Krissy Love. Full of love, full of energy, full of bossness. But the focus is the music. Absolutely.
No doubt. Yeah, you definitely a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And you gonna go ahead and keep on pushing. And you know what I mean? We gonna go ahead and stay locked in and everything that you got going on. We respect the movement. We rock with the movement.
I appreciate that.
Have a dope show on Friday.
Thank you.
You know
Thank you. I'm turning Texas out.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what I mean? Chase that bag, network, do what you gotta do.
Absolutely. I'm going to come back with full story for you, too.
I know you are. You know what I'm saying? I know you are. We locked in, man. So, shout out to Montana for going ahead and setting up the play.
Montana again.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And Whcr 90.3 FM, Krissy Love.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Brooklyn. Krissy Love, we here.
Yeah, I already know what it is. Let's get it.